The Arizona Canyon split the earth, a jagged scar of red and gold, etched deep beneath a sky so wide it made you feel like nothing at all. I'd always chased that feeling, the loneliness, the hush of the desert at sundown, the sense that the land didn't care if you came or went. I'd wanted to disappear for a while, so I drove out here, left my phone in the glove box, and hiked miles into Navajo country. Just me, a tent, and the wind. The stories, I'd heard them too. Locals trading warnings over the glow of campfires, creatures stalking the canyons, either beast nor man. They called them skinwalkers. I'd always rolled my eyes at that kind of thing, figured it was just a way to sell ghost tours. But as the sky went from burning orange to black velvet, I started to wonder if I was wrong. The quiet was thick, broken now and then by the shuffle of something in the sagebrush, or a coyote's cry, thin and mournful. At least, I thought it was a coyote. The sound seemed off, the pitch almost stretched, like someone practicing a word they'd only just learned. I told myself it was just the canyon playing tricks on my ears. I poked at the fire, watched the shadows leap and twist, turning rocks into faces that vanished when I tried to focus on them. The first night, nothing happened. I slept, sort of, waking every hour, sure I'd heard something moving just beyond the firelight. By sunrise, I felt like a fool, but the unease didn't leave. The next day, the wind picked up, moaning through the narrow slots in the rock, carrying with it a sound deeper than the wind itself, like something huge was sighing just out of sight. I found the prints at dawn. In the sand by my tent, a ring of tracks, big as my hand and all wrong. Too wide for a coyote, too human for a bear. Toes spread, digging deep, circling but never crossing into my camp. I tried to explain them away, but the explanation never quite fit. It felt like something out there was watching, trying to figure out how to be something it wasn't. The next evening, the voices started. The wind carried whispers, not in any language I knew, just clicks, hisses, harsh sounds that slithered into my mind and stuck there. The howls came back, closer this time. One of them dragged itself into the shape of my name, warping each syllable until it no longer sounded like me, but something pretending. That's when the fear finally took hold. The kind that makes your hands shake and your throat close up. I pulled my knife from my pack, gripped it tight, and stared into the dark. I saw eyes first, two orbs burning yellow, floating too high for any animal I knew. They watched me without blinking, and I felt the weight of their gaze like claws raking over my skin. A growl rolled out of the black, low and rough, making the air vibrate. The eyes stayed fixed on me, and the whispers grew louder, twisting into fragments of thoughts I didn't want to remember, words I'd never said aloud. It was like the canyon itself was speaking, using my own voice. Then it moved. Fast. Too fast. A smear of shadow darted between the rocks, and I lurched to my feet, heart pounding, knife raised. I spun in circles, trying to keep it in sight, but it was always just out of reach, just out of the light. The howls closed in, one after another, each one a little less animal, a little more like something imitating. Branches snapped, leaves rustled, something heavy was circling me. Then a voice, clear as day, from the dark. "Lost, aren't you?" My blood froze. That was no animal. I couldn't move. The voice was almost friendly, almost playful, but it scratched at something ancient and terrified inside me. It laughed, dry and sharp. "So many faces to wear. Which one do you like best?" I edged back, keeping the fire between me and the shadows, searching for any way out. The voice followed, soft and taunting, repeating secrets I'd never told anyone. Then it stepped forward. Tall, thin as a scarecrow, skin stretched tight over bones that didn't fit right. The face was nearly human, but the mouth was too wide, the teeth too sharp, the eyes those same golden pinpricks. Patches of fur grew where no fur should be. Its hands ended in claws that glinted orange in the firelight. It cocked its head. "Come here," it whispered, voice sliding between human and animal, sweet and threatening at once. "Let's see how you taste." I didn't wait. I turned and ran, crashing through the brush, tripping over rocks and roots, never daring to look back. Its laughter chased me, echoing off the canyon walls, until the first light of dawn finally painted the sand gold. I made it to my car, hands shaking, face streaked with tears I didn't remember crying. I drove until the canyon was nothing but a memory in my rearview mirror. But I knew deep down, I'd brought something back with me. The desert is never truly empty, and some things don't stay buried. Now when I hear a coyote cry, I listen for my name.